Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the crypto trading channel, where in today's video I'm going to explain to you my break and retest strategy, explain why it is better than a lot of those fake forex and crypto gurus out there in the internet, and also I'm going to show you how to become profitable in the market within the next 100 videos. So don't expect to be a professional and a guy who makes like 100% every third day on their trading, on crypto, on forex, and all of these investment platforms, because it is impossible. But I guarantee you, if you stick with me for 2 to 3 months, you will be a profitable trader. So let's get right into it. And first of all, I just want to expose a lot of these forex and crypto gurus out there. If you ever see anybody who has their bar up here, right? So if you don't see it, this bar right here, they're probably covering a trade that they made. They're like probably making a live trade. They're showing you how they're making good money and all of this stuff. But the biggest problem is the replay button is right here. What's the replay button? Well, when you press the replay button, you're able to literally just cut the chart. So for example, right here, you cut the chart and all of the info after that moment just disappears. So it's used for backtesting. And then when you press the replay button, it shows you what happens on the chart. So these idiots, right, they can put their trade like this. They can aim for a million risk to reward, and they can just replay the chart and show you that they got this whole move completely perfectly, right, or even on a smaller time frame to make it look more believable. And what happens is they basically lied to you, and you think that they're a professional trader, but they're actually not. So beware of these guys. They keep their bar up here. But right now, let's move into my break and retest strategy. So what has happened a few times back in the day when it comes to Bitcoin, right? We've had nice correction patterns forming in the sense of, this one, right? So if you go, I'm going to try to find another bullish example. So this is a bullish example as well. Now, what do you see right here on this bullish example that resembles a break and retest pattern? Well, not much, right? This is a very, very specific example. But if you do move on to the lower time frames, or if you just try to zoom in, you're going to notice one very simple thing, which is as this first big candle closed bullish, right? The next one didn't immediately go upwards, right? It first made a small wick down. Can you see that? Can you see the little wick down? So it made a small wick down, right here. So right here, as you can see, small wick down, and then it continued upwards. That's the retest that I'm looking for. Because if you do move onto the lower time frames, onto the 4 hour, and let's locate this area that we're talking about right now, since it is quite a long time ago. On the 4 hour, for example, you can see that there was somewhat of a brief consolidation here, and as I said, a retest. So price broke out of this current range that we were talking about. So we can plot an even smaller range, something along the lines of this or whatever, and we broke out from a zone of resistance. We made a break, we made a retest, and then we continue moving bullish, right? That is exactly what I'm looking for, except my break and retests looks like a break and retest on the lower time frames, right? But on the higher time frames, or on the daily, it just looks like a break and a wick down on the daily candle before it starts breaking the high of the previous daily candle. So if that makes sense, drop a like or something, subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. I only have 18 subs right now, but I feel like this knowledge should be for everybody out on the internet. So show your boys some love. And let's take a look at the other example right here. So which one can be a good thing to cover, right? So this is a good example. Bitcoin as well. We can see a beautiful correction pattern, and you can even move on to the hourly time frame on this one because it happened so recently. And basically what happened was we had a strong zone of support down here that was broken out of, and then after we saw a break, we saw a retest, and then we saw price plummeting down right afterwards. Now on the 4 hour time frame, it looks something along the lines of this. So you can see a clear zone of support holding price right here, where price broke down from it. So this is the break, made a retest, so that's a retest, and then continue moving down, right? Now I would show you a live trade right now so I can prove my points, but I didn't find anything in the market, and obviously it's a Saturday, so we have lower volume. So maybe next week when I find an opportunity, I'll tell you guys about it. So basically we see a break, we see a retest, and then we see price continuing down. And how does that look on the daily time frame? Well, as I said before, it is wait, I lost the chart. So as I said before, it's the same exact scenario. So what do we see? We see a strong break from the daily candle right here, this daily candle, strong break of this zone right here, And then after the break, we see the next daily candle making a nice little wick up and then breaking the low of the previous one. So this is the low that was broken out of. So basically, the entry that I would have taken would have been right here as the low was broken after the wick up was made. So after the retest, as we see price moving down, I enter this position and I put my stop loss above the previous higher time frame candle, which would be right here. And then, you know, you can put your risk to reward to whatever you want, but I'm not gonna pretend like I took this whole trade and took a lot of money. No, I didn't, but it was a good opportunity, and this is a high win rate entry strategy. So if you want to see more of these examples, if you want to see me trading on this strategy in the next few months, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions for me. But extremely high win rate. As you can see, all I waited for was a break of a significant zone of correction, a retest in the form of a wick up on the higher time frame candle, and then a break of the previous higher time frame candle low, putting my stop loss above the previous daily candle. And how would I trail or manage this position? Well, it's pretty simple. As this low was broken, immediately as I enter the trade, I manage my position like this. So I already cut my risk in half as soon as I've entered the trade. And then, as the candles keep moving down, I can move my trail above each daily candle or any higher time frame we are talking about. And then at some point I move it above here, and then I move it above this blue candle, and then as you see, I would have been stopped out here trailing using this trailing method. So this would have been a 3.6 risk to reward trade. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, it means a lot to me. And lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and you should do your own due diligence before investing into anything in the crypto or NFT world. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.